First of all, I'm sure you've heard Andy Dalton was in a car accident yesterday with his family, with JJ and the kids. And a scary moment for sure. Everyone was okay. Everyone was healthy. Unfortunately, in the accident, he did sprain his thumb. So Bryce will be playing this week for us, and we'll be evaluating Andy day to day going into this weekend to see if we can get him up as the 2 on game day. So let the team know really just right now coming off the field. They all kind of saw, but I wanted them to have the official, just report the official news about what our plan is going for this weekend.
Jack likely comes in as a QB2.
He could. It all depends on what Andy's availability is. But right now we're going to go with Bryce, and so he's excited about it. He's been an absolute stud through this whole process. He's been engaged, involved in what we're doing, and so he's excited about this opportunity. And I'm fired up for him to just have another opportunity to get in there and play some football.
Can you describe the reaction when you officially told the team?
I mean, hard to read. Just the guys were supportive, just of Bryce, and they understand and see how hard he's been working and what a challenge this has been. So, again, they're all behind him.
Is it throwing or not throwing? Did you say that?
Throwing hand. Yep.
Any anticipated time you expect would be out?
We're really like day to day with it. All the stuff, all the workup, and the orthopedics. They all looked at his whole thumb and all that, and everything is intact. And so, really, best I could explain it is it's a bad sprain. So, again, right now, day to day, we're hoping he can help us on Sunday as a backup.
Dave, was his hand on the steering wheel?
Yeah, I think so. He's not exactly sure too. So I don't want to get into too much of the details, the nature of the accident, but that was kind of the worst thing that happened. His whole crew, the kids, his dog was in the car and all that, and everyone, it was a Tesla, and the airbags deployed, and everybody came out, healthy and safe after that. So we're really happy about that.
Usually, it takes a day before you get those aches and pains kind of across your body. Just
Yeah.
the rest of him, is he sore? Is he what? How's it feel?
He feels good, all except for his thumb.
What was your reaction to even getting the call or finding out that he was in an accident with his family?
I mean, first of all, just concern, getting that information and knowing how scary that can be. And it's not just, the accident, but it's also, you got to imagine, this is right after school, pickup. So there's a lot of traffic and all those things that, that happen. So just glad that there were people around. They had some people from school, some neighbors that were around right away. And so they were able to get out of it safely.
Have you ever been professionally through a season that's had so much stuff go on?
I can honestly say no. I have not. I just know that hard times create perseverance. Perseverance builds character. And, I look around at the staff, I look around at our guys, and I just see a bunch of people just going back to work and really just chasing these moments, these opportunities that we have, So for me to see that, it encourages me. And it also I know that we will come out stronger from this, and to see guys coming back too, like we've had a lot of challenges, but, to see DJ Wanham out there practicing and Josie Jewell and Adam for part of it, it's Cam Gill, guy started with us in camp, came back to us this week, some of the guys that, Jonathan Brooks had another solid practice. And so there's a lot of good things and positive things happening as well, so, but it's the challenge and the balance of both,
Coach, how do you think this time where Bryce has not been the starter has affected him and helped him get, maybe do something he's doing now that he wasn't doing before?
All I can tell you is he's been engaged the whole time. We've had great football conversations during the week, fine-tuning our game plans on Sunday, on the sideline, talking through things. So he's been engaged and a part of that whole thing. And so, for me, this is it's great for him that he approached it with such class and integrity, this hard situation, and now he gets to get back out there and play some football.
When did you know last night that the thumb was sprained, and when did you kind of start?
Yeah, we were collecting all that information through the afternoon because it was, different stages of x-rays and then MRIs and all that. And so as we just kind of collected the information, once we knew the challenge of what it was, then that's when we started to talk about, okay, so this is the move, what we have to do going forward.
When did you let Bryce know?
I talked to him last night. So, and once we had clear enough information, I wanted him to be able to wrap his brain around the just the day, because they all get the information, that we're, that we're going to do today. They get it as soon as we're finished with it, you know, to be able to start preparing your brain to be able to play.
As you've prepared Andy every week, have you had the chance, you know, to fit in one-on-one time with Bryce, and kind of what does that look like for you?
You know, we just do it all together. So, you know, that's collectively with Will and I. You know, Brad is in there talking to us, you know, in the group. So we've been talking through these processes the whole time, and just the good part is, again, just like whether it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the different challenges from a game plan standpoint, there's a lot of brain power in that QB room, and so he's been a part of that whole thing.
I know this is a unique situation, but you've been so steadfast about Andy being the starter,
Yeah.
and then to have to switch gears and message. I mean, you're big on messaging. How difficult has this situation been for you?
Honestly, I've been excited, you know, about Bryce getting his opportunity because he's worked so hard and he's been engaged this whole time. And so for me, it was like, I see the challenge. I know the challenge of this for Andy, you know, and for a group that we're trying to continue to build chemistry and cohesiveness. But at the same time, again, like all the other guys we talk about who have to step up and go, like these are beautiful opportunities for people to come in and to pursue their dreams and to play football.
You brought up DJ and Adam and Jewel. Where are you at with those guys? And then what's the latest on Jonathan Brooks?
Yeah, all those guys are being evaluated every day. You know, they're coming off of injuries, so we got to make sure that they make it through a good, solid week of practice, and then we'll make decisions going into the weekend.
When you say Bryce has been engaged, can you give us some examples of that and how you've seen him improve maybe?
I don't really want to go into the details. Just wanted to basically just let you guys know that he's been working hard and he's been a part of this whole process as we've been trying to take strides week to week.
Does your game plan,
Andy was driving, right?
Yes.
does your game plan remain the same with Bryce Young?
Yeah, it's our system, you know, so and we have to, for the whole group, we got to keep taking strides with our run game and our pass game, you know, and the expectation for Bryce is just do your part, do your 1/11th, get us to the right runs, get us to the right passes and the protections and all that. These are all things that he's been a part of that he's through this whole time, so.
You mentioned how kind of wild this year's been, just
Yeah.
as a whole. What have you kind of learned about your own ability to adapt and pivot and change the direction of where you maybe you didn't think you would have to go?
Well, I mean, I've been through hard things in my personal life. I've been through hard things in my coaching career. Now as a head coach, you know, I feel it heavier, but it's the same. You know, it requires a discipline and it requires a gratitude and appreciation for what we get to do. And I think that might be a little bit of a shock to people, you know, as we, you know, trying to find our way to play really good football, and that it's not happening in all of our areas to come back every Wednesday and go, here we go. We're going to get another opportunity. We got 10 more of these. They're going to keep coming. And this is the greatest day we have to go attack it, to attack it with energy and with the mentality to just continue to improve our football. And so it's a great opportunity for all of us to just have that discipline, that mental discipline and emotional discipline to go right back to work, because it's a great situation for us to come and to do what we love to do.
Dave, when you talked to Bryce last night and or again today, did you feel the need to say, like, you know, look, whatever happened 5 weeks ago happened, we're moving forward, you know, that sort of message?
Those are private conversations.
Gangbusters.
What?
Could he win his job back?
What's that?
If he goes all out, could he win his job back?
We're going to evaluate Andy's thumb, and we'll go week to week with our decisions. Dan, Brent, and I will talk together about the right thing to do for the team.
Miles Sanders returned a kickoff today. One, could we anticipate him returning kicks on Sunday? And two, how's he been handling all the trade conversations?
He's been taking returns now for a couple of weeks, just making sure that he's ready. He's up on game days. He's a fantastic player. Again, that's one of my big challenges, is finding a way to get Miles the football too, while Chuba is doing a great job, you know. So as far as all the other stuff, those are all hypothetical situations that we just got to really just focus on today and try to have a great Wednesday.
Everybody good? All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.